I am Sriveni. In this web development series, we are going to design a web page using HTML. What we are going to discuss in this session: introduction to the HTML, the basic HTML tags, HTML attributes, designing a web page using HTML. What are the requirements before you are going to start on HTML? Is a knowledge on computer fundamentals, text editor, and web browser. Introduction to the HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What is meant by the hypertext? Hypertext means text within a text. A text has a link within it. Hypertext is a way to link two or more web pages with each other. Coming to the markup language. Markup language makes the text more interactive and dynamic. It can turn the text into the images, tables, links, etc. HTML is sent from servers to the client's browser whenever HTTP request is sent to server. Here, clients and server are there. They are connected through the internet. Clients and servers are exchanging the messages in a request and responding message pattern. A client sends the request and server returns the response. The exchanging of messages is an example of inter-process communication. To communicate, the language and rules of communication are in a communication protocol is nothing but the HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The basic HTML tags. This is the structure of an HTML language. Doc type HTML. It means it specifies the version of HTML, and we are opening the HTML tag and closing that HTML tag. HTML tag contains the two parts, is a head and body. Head tag contains the title tag. Now 6 heading tags in the HTML. We have 6 heading tags, is nothing but the H1, H2, H3, H4 and H5. H6. HTML tags, syntax and output. Here we have a syntax of all HTML tags is nothing but the opening tag and text and closing tag. What is the variation between those is nothing but the size. Here we are going to learn many HTML tags is a head tag. Head tag contains the information the page rather than the information that is shown within the main part of the browser. Coming to the text formatting tags. Text formatting tags is nothing but the formatting the text by using the H tag, B tag. It means a strong and small or important bold tag by using, this is all about the text formatting tags. Coming to the link tags. Link tag is used to define a link between the document and external resource. List tags. List tags are basically 3 types, is unordered, ordered and description list. Unordered, coming to the unordered, it is used to a group of set of related items is a no particular order. In a particular order, it is an ordered list. And coming to the description list is used to display the name and value pairs such as a terms and definition. Table tag. Table tag is used to create a table, and HTML table consists of table element. And one or more, we use a table row, table header and table cell. And many also include is a table head, table foot and table body. Coming to the form tags. Form tags is used to creating a form for users input, and it contains the text fields, checkboxes, radio buttons. Forms are used to pass users data to specified URL. Scripting tags are 2 types, is a script and no script. Script is describes that client side script, and no script tag is defines an alternative content for users that do not support the client side scripts. Coming to the image and object tags. The object tag is an HTML tag and used to display the multimedia like audios, videos, images, PDFs. It can also be used for displaying another web page inside the HTML page. HTML attributes. It is used to define the characteristics of an element, and HTML attributes structure the elements and manipulate their behavior as per the user's preference. And where we place the attributes are made up of the 2 parts. Name and value is placed inside the opening tag. We have 7 HTML attributes, is class attribute, ID attribute, style attribute, title attribute, language attribute, image attribute and href attribute. These are all covered in a practical session. Now we are going to see the designing web page using HTML language.
Okay, now let's see the practical demonstration of how the HTML tags will be worked. I'm opening the Sublime Text Editor for coding my HTML. Let me save this file as .html format. I have folder .html. I'm now going to save it as index.html. So my file has been saved into index.html. So let's type the basic version HTML. So it will automatically create a skeleton like format for me. And I'm using the first tag as HTML. In the title tag, let me type my first website. So my first website. When I'm save that, go to the file where where this file has been located, and my file has been located in HTML folder. Let me open that. In that HTML, index.html is there. If I open that, my first website has been included in the title set. As you can see, the tab, internet tab, the first website. So let's move on and creating another tags too. So I want to create one header file. This represents a header file. Save and reload, and you can see this was a header file which was written in h1 tag. In the same way, write all the headers. h2, this was second header. Yeah, you can see the difference between the first header and the second header. Likewise, you can use header 3 also. This was header 3. This was header 4, and also h5 also. This was h5 header. You can clearly observe the header files has been differ from one to another. So the first header file having the size larger than the second header. So in this way we can do as per our requirement. The header files has been done. After that, I just want to need a paragraph beside the header. So for building the paragraph, we are using paragraph tag, p tag, whatever I write. So I will take an example paragraph from Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum is just a paragraph generator. I will take and copy paste the paragraphs whatever I want. Right. So the paragraph has been ready. Let me recheck. Let me draw. Yes, the paragraph has been displayed in my browser. So my question is, I just want to break this paragraph in this portion. So I want to break that paragraph. So for that breaking paragraph, we are using br tag for breaking the lines. If you can see that br tag, if we apply more br tags, you can see the difference between. So there might be 3 lines of distance between this paragraph and this paragraph. So we have break that paragraph into different parts. So this was about the paragraphs. Now we will move on to the angle tag. Angle tag is nothing but if you want to redirect into another website by clicking on one. Suppose I want to redirect https google.com. If whenever click the website known as, click here. So there is an option, there is a link like structure has been generated. If I click here, it will automatically goes to www.google.com. Right. So this was the use of angle tag. We can elaborate that embed into the h1 tag also. If we write h1 tag beside of angle tag, Yeah, the structure will be very high, and we can control the hover effects and the color, and also using our own cascading style sheet CSS. You will experience it in the next lecture. So after enabling the next tag was bold B tag. This was a bold text. What this bold text means, you can see the paragraph has been the default font, and B tag will having the bold text. At the same time, if you want this strong tag also represents the bold. Okay, strong also bold. The name itself indicates make the text as strong. That is nothing but bold. This was about the bold and the strong tags. Now we will move upon to create whatever we have done: ankle tag, paragraph, bold, strong. Now we will take an example of image. Image SRC. SRC represents the source of image what we are going to display. I want to display one online image. So for that purpose, I need to copy that image path. I want to display one dog image. I want to display some dog images in my website. So, okay, just copy the path. Just copy image address and put it over here. Just like this. If we save and run your website, then you can clearly visible a dog image based on your configuration what you have set. All right. Okay, I set the width as 100%, so it will automatically stick to the website, not elaborating like the previous one. So, and another image I just want, and this dog image I want, also this also. I think it was not clearly visible, and let me take this example as copy image address. What we have to do to add a website, to add an image: img src equal to the source of the image. Let me refresh that. You can see another dog image also embedded in my website. I want to this dog image also. So I again need image source equal to image path. Right. What if the image has been included in our local system? You can give the path of your image in the source tab. You can give the image path as your source tag. So in this way you can include the images whatever you want using that image path in your website. And now we are going to move further on creating a table. I want a table like this, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and that includes name, number, gender, percentage, and grade. For that, I'm using the table tag. In the table tag, I want a table row. In the table row, I want a table data. For that, I'm using table header. What the header means? I want number first. NUM, number. I want 5 columns. So I just want to paste 5 columns. 4, 5. Simply renaming number, name, gender, marks, grade. You can see, if you refresh that, you can able to see the column names of the table what we have created. See, the column names is not as that much of pretty cool. If we use the cascading style sheets, we can able to clear and we can able to draw a perfect line between the tables. Okay. So let's see, and let's add some of the data about that. After creating the table row, we just want to create a table, another row also. And another row we have just created column names. We have to mention the values in the table. So after table row, want to create another table row. In the table row, I want to give the table data as number as 584, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 values I want to give. The name as Sriram, the gender male, marks I got as 910, the grade I got as A+. Okay, you can see the grade and the table has been formed successfully. And what the difference between the TH and the TD? TH means table header, TD means table data. The table header is always in the bold format and the table data is normal format. So for that purpose we are using the table. So you can give another table row. If you want to give more data to the same table, see, you can able to find the data has been formed. In this way you can form as much of tables. In the next session we are going to style this table using the CSS by applying a beautiful black solid lines between this table. So beautiful black solid names between this table. And now we are going to discuss about the ordered list and unordered list. List and unordered list. So this was the table tag. Ordered list is nothing but list in the form of order. That means 1, 2, 3. For that I am using OL tag, ordered list tag, and the list elements. List elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again refresh that. You can see that the ordered list has been done. If we replace that ordered list as unordered list, you can clearly feel the difference between the ordered list and unordered list. UL. Simply make the changes of UL. Refresh that. Yeah, this was ordered list which has been printed as an ordered pair 1, 2, 3, 4, and unordered list is like just bullet points, right? It's just like bullet points. Now we have covered, up to now we have covered the topics called, we have covered the title tag and the body tag. In that body we have covered the all 5 headings, and the paragraph tag, bold tag, angle tag for representing any website, any URL in your text, and image tag, and we had represented many of images, and we have created a table. In the table row, table header, and a table data. After that, unordered list and ordered list. Now we are moving on to the creating form. A form is just simple, and I just want to create using the label tag. I want to represent, enter your first name. After entering first name, I want take an input. Take an input type equal to text. Type equal to text. Name equal to f name, and you can mention that name equal to f name. As you can see that there are label first name has been located, and I can give some input where I can give the input of text. In the same way, I want to give first name, last name, email, password, and finally submit. First name, last name, email, and the final thing was password. And we can give the type as password. See, I will show the demonstration. Okay. In the first name, I have entered some data. In the first name, I have entered some data. In the last name, I have entered some data. In the email, I have entered some data. But in the password, if I enter the data, it will taking as uncoded. So, taking as an encrypted format. We cannot see the password what we are going. Since we have entered the type equal to password, if we change the type equal to text, we can able to see the password. Okay, we can able to see the password. So as the password should be very complicated, so I want to make this box as password. Okay, and I need a submit button before this button. I need a button type equal to submit details. When I refresh that, a submit button has been generated for me. As you can clearly observe that the form doesn't look very pretty cool, right? We can modify this simple form in CSS further, and simply we will add a break the line for making this form as very pretty cool rather than before. Okay, now you can see the form has been some pretty cool, right? In this way you can able to create a website by using simple building tags. In the next session, we are going to see how this header files has been arranged a beautiful way, and how the paragraphs has been set in an order, and how this angle tag will be used in order to make this website more beautiful, and where we use the bold text and where we use the strong text as well, and how to modify this image. You can clearly able to view the image. Some of the images are not the size. This image has been very large and this image has been very short, and this was very short. So how to arrange the size of the image, and how to make an image grid to make your website as pretty cool, and how to draw some of the border lines as appearing as a box like structure, table like structure exactly, and how to utilize this ordered list and unordered list in creating your nav bar and the footer bar and for unordered list, and how to make this submit button form as a contact form. So this was the code, and this code can be available in our GitHub profile. You can see. Thanks for watching.